Let's have a bow. Very nice to see you again. So last time we were here, you just put your violins bows down a minute. We talked about the fact that when you start a group lesson, or you come from somewhere else, so it's really important to kind of just get yourself in this new space. Have any of you taught using? I taught you that breathing exercise last time, didn't I? Do you remember it? Anybody remember what it was?
Oh, you breathe in for one, breathe out for one, breathe in for two, out for two.
Nearly. Anybody remember it? I think we'll do the same one again then, because that's the power of, learning something is not just having it once, but in true Suzuki style, actually having it lots of times. So if you can just ground your feet and then close your eyes, I want you to breathe in for one and then out for two. Right? Okay, so I'll give you 3 counts in, and then the second breath is in for 2, out for 3, in for 3, out for 4, in for 4, out for 5. We'll see. Just stop when you feel you're struggling to take a really deep breath. Okay, here we go then. I'll give you 3 claps first. In, out, in, out, in for 3, out for 4, in for 4, out for 5. Carry on as much as you'd like to. And when you open your eyes, can you just feel your feet planted on the floor? Feel your knees being nice and free. Give them a little move around, move your hips. And just imagine your arms are truly supported by your back, so they're really hanging totally down and sort of it's all floppy, right down to the tips of your fingers, really floppy. Great. Okay, then we did a little singing one, didn't we? To get us sort of singing a little bit with the scale, just so that we've got it on. So let's go. Do, re, mi. Yeah, did we do this last time? I think we did. Ready? And do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti. So we've got these 2 slides from do to ti, and from, where's the other slide of a semitone? Let's come down, you can notice it. Do, ti, la, sol, mi, fa, mi, re, do. Let's do it once again and just name the numbers, because people have different ones, different what they. In fact, it goes off isn't a problem, is it?
No, it's fine.
Right. 1, 2. Yeah, ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so where are the semitones? Between what numbers? Did you say?
3 and 4.
3 and 4.
7 and 8.
7 and 8. Okay, so you're already doing something. So, great, let's pick up the violin and bow. And can we just do what you'll do when you teach, which is, I think, when somebody comes in, right at the very beginning, it's a really good idea to just say, check your bow hold, feels nice and comfortable. Or if you're the teacher, show me your best bow hold and compliment them on it. and then take the violin up and over. When they're little, it's really useful to have, I mean, you've probably been told all this sort of thing, yes? And then down. Have you taught it yet?
Yeah.
Yes? Have you taught this? You know, the stop the traffic and turn it around?
Oh, I don't teach.
You don't teach yet? Yet?
Yeah.
Yet? What about you?
Yeah, I've taught it.
Yeah. So if you want a shortened version, I just tell them to go over the top. But if you do the difference, just take the violin over the top to land, come past your listening ear and down to your shoulder shelf. Right. Now, can you take it from here and just come up like this? Did you sense any difference in how much more muscle power you need to go over the top? So for a little child, that's really important. So, and it does keep showing what you want. Okay, so as you can see on the floor, we'll turn the computer around at the end. We've got all the twinkle variations here, and in today's session, after we'll do the 3 things. So you're going to do a teaching point in a minute after we've done all the twinkle variations. So I'll do the twinkle variations with what I'm very aware of as the special thing we're looking for before we play it. And then let's just discuss who's going to do what. So which of the songs that you've had the teaching points up to Maison would you like to lead and give us a tiny little, this is the teaching point that I'd like you to do.
I'll do O Come Little Children.
You'll do O Come Little Children. Kit?
Go alright.
Good, aren't ready?
Lightning Road.
Okay, so let's give you these. The light you wrote is, can you see it? Yes. Can you come and pick yours up and just put yours next to you, so. Okay, super. So, in Everybody Down, we're learning the sort of basic resonance of the bow, how to move it, you know that. Let's just hear everybody's E, just say hello to everybody's E. Oh, can you tune it up a little bit? Yeah, lovely, let's start again. So everybody put the bow on the string, so it's just like sort of playing turns. That's it, and violins are up on your shoulder shells. Right, here we go. E1 and A string, can you just minimally change where your left elbow is so that it's not that you're in one position and you do 1 and then you do 3. Can you see the difference? So here's E1, here's A3, here's E1, E, and then a little tiny, just a tiny little movement. It's much better for arms. Here we go then. If you put your one on the E string, and you know this bit that goes like this. you just do this, everybody? Put your one on and just move that elbow a tiny little bit. Okay, so when you go to the A string, if you look along here to this bit of your hand, and you think about under bridges where they've got these marks for how high the water's gone up, just make sure you see a little bit more of your wrist here, and that when you go to the E string, you drop it. Can you do that? I'm just going to watch everyone do that. So just do loads and loads of them all together. Just one staying on and three hopping, and the elbow just has a little swing under. It's not a wrist. It's your hold from here. So it's sort of almost from the shoulder. You know, it's just a tiny, 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 tiny thing. Let's have a look. 1, 3, 3. Yeah, lovely. So it's all of this from here. So maybe I'm going to change what I say. So when you move your arm, yeah, you've got a beautiful free shoulder there, and you just make sure that there's a tiny bit of swing in this elbow. Yes, great. Okay, can we think about that again when we do the next variation? This one. And when you have a group, if you have a group, it's really nice to watch someone and then watch the next person, watch the next person, watch the next person. So why don't you do that yourselves as we play? Just watch someone for bread and then jam and then jam and then bread, and just see what you see. Okay then, you can watch where you like. Resting it on the string, and then these should be all nice and free so that you can move them. All right. So does anybody know, did we talk last time about why that variation I call one of the fast variations? Do you know why this is fast compared to everybody down?
Fast string crossings as well.
Every time you change a pitch, so we'll just play this one again, and you just play the change of pitch. So you're going to do, to understand what I'm talking about. Here we go then. So you're going to come straight in on that last A with a tiny little up and then a down. Keep the bow on the string. Okay, so if you play now and I'll do that one, you'll find that the last note of the stop pony is an up bow. And you just want to stay where you are, like that. So we'll swap over. You play it all and I'll play the little notes. Ready? Go! Good. Now just do the first bit of everybody down up, and I'll play the same thing, and you'll see it's half the speed for changing. Okay? Go. Can you just put your violins up on your shoulder, just close your eyes and imagine the vertebrae going straight up your back and right into your neck, so that it's a straight line, you know, right the way up from there, all the way up. Okay, so close your eyes, and here am I doing everybody now. Yeah, you're playing the last note. Twice as fast when we get to this one. So it's really important to know this. Okay, I'm going to play my jazzy version for Faster Than a Caterpillar.
Sorry, is it okay if I just go and play my piece in the other room?
Yes, of course. I'm not sure I said how well we played here, didn't I? And then, but all of you got really lovely sort of what the finger shape should be for the left hand. You've all got, as well as these really super vocals, you've got very free sort of movement when you're going from A to E, or, you know, the wrists are nice. It's looking very, very good indeed. Okay, let's go on to Twinkle, and then we'll hand over to you with your go talent ready. Teacher point, you can come stand out here, the screen is nice and black. So what's different about, we didn't do butterfly. We won't do butterfly. Yes, we will. Butterfly, you want the impulse on the butt, just like you said. You say butterfly, 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 butterfly. It's not like wah, 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 wah. There is a sort of slight more on the butterfly. This string here, and this was all in a plaster cast, it does actually do what we were talking about, but I think that's new to all of you as something just to look out for. You know, when you were focusing on it, it was great, so take that as your sort of practice point. What happens in Twinkle theme then? Who's got lightly row? Oh, she's not here, great, because then she doesn't hear it. What's the new thing that happens with the bow in Twinkle theme?
Longer.
Yes, we've got the slow. How does Kate teach it? Does she teach it that you then slow the bow for the minimum?
Yeah, that's it.
Bum, bum, bum. Because there was a body of thought that used to do a much longer bow, but we're now teaching sort of fast, 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 slow, which might go a bit further, but we're trying to really change the bow speed. Okay, let's have a look at the bow speed then. Slow. Teaching point of Go Talent Ready, what do you think it is? Or
the echo.
Yeah, we can do the echo. So give us something to do with the echo and then just lead it through. As simple as that.
Like an Allegro exercise?
Yeah.
Okay. So I repeat, you repeat. The echo is with smaller voice.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay.
Then off you go. Do you know the introduction?
No.
If you go from... Do that as an introduction, okay. Lovely, really nice leading. Well done. Clap, clap, clap. Okay, next one. Simple as that.
Okay, so we're going to be doing "O Come Little Children," and the new thing with this piece is that it starts on an up bow. So we need to make sure that we start in the middle of the bow, to do up down. So should we just do that on open E? So starting in the middle of the bow. Yeah, so. Cool, very good. And then at the end of the phrase, we've got 2 up bows. So. Should we do that one? So starting, ready, go. Up, down. Very good. And one more time, ready, go. Good, fantastic. Should we play
Lovely,
these?
very nice. Can you give us a little introduction? Ready. Very nice. You're all, both very good at, delivering what you want to say. It's clear, and you're looking around at us and just checking we're doing it, which are real teachery skills. Great stuff. Okay, right. So before we go on, I would like to. Is anybody doing Song of the Wind? No, I'm going to do Song of the Wind with help. But what I would like just to see, and I know this might be a bit tricky for you because you're actually, I think, new to Suzuki, or did you learn Suzuki?
I'm new.
You're new. Okay. Do you know, as well as Song of the Wind, anything that has retake bows that you could put on this list here? Okay. Any of the other songs? Are you aware of any of the others? Can you do an advanced one that has retake bows? If it's too tricky, it doesn't matter, I can do it for you.
I want to say.
Or what about if I put this one on the list here, this pre-twinkle games actions to do with a retake bow? Would that?
Yeah.
That would ring a bell with you. Okay, so I'm going to do the list and we'll play the pieces, and I would like you to see if you can work out why it's different from the last one you did. Think about these pieces.
Is Allegro one?
Allegro is definitely one. Well done.
I'm still learning the name of the song.
That's all right. And then the last one is this one.
That's what I thought.
Well done. Well done. So
I can't remember long ago.
let's just do. So we got on the floor here. Pre-twinkle, a nice yellow card. Song of the Wind. So really, really hugely important piece. Song of the Wind. Long, long ago, Allegro, Gothic Gavotte. Okay, so let's just do our pre-twinkle action, which with a cup on the top or whatever you choose to put on the top. I've started recently to think, I used to love putting hula hoops on, but actually they fixate about this hula hoop. So if you're doing something like this, it's more likely to fall off than if you have some of these plastic shot glasses. It's not so desperate. And then you could put the hula hoop on just before you do this bit. I'm going to change that. As for walking and everything, I'm going to change to plastic shot glasses. So here, have a plastic shot glass. It's nice and tinkly for Christmas. Okay, so let's do, can you think of a song that you've done which has got this in it? This action here? Do you know of one?
Up Like a Rocket.
Up Like a Rocket has got it. Let's sing it. Up like a rocket, down like the rain. The rain does go right down to the ground, everybody, under the age of 80. Backwards and forwards like an express train. And some of us have put in and out like an intercity train, because that actually gets that shoulder joint going, which is really good. And then land on a planet, fly round the sun. And then we say do this 5 times. So when you're teaching it, go round. So you put the thumb on your chin, and then on your bowing ear, and then on the top of the head, and then on the other ear, and then that's where you want to see the circle with the children. 1, 2, make sure your elbows what brings you down like a lift. 3, elbow brings you down. 4, 5, lovely. And then you have pop it in your mouth with your big strong thumb. Yes, okay, great. So we'll put these back. So I think this is often forgotten, that this, you know, when you're thinking of the twinkle variations, try and start to work out where the start of this skill came in any pre-twinkle stuff that you might have had, and keep it in your list. Okay, so in Song of the Wind, what is actually happening with the retake bows?
There's some big retakes and one little retake.
That's right. Okay, so can we do this? This is a sort of biggish one. Ready? I'll play, you play. Land. Go. 1, 2, let's go. 1, land, wait. 1, all together. So we're going to play, land, wait. Play, land, wait. Play, land, wait. Very good landing. Okay. Now can you just check, just do some in front of you, check that the circle at the tip is the same as the circle at the frog. Look at the top, imagine you have got a hood loop on there. And you're brilliant at it because you've done 10,000 repetitions. Do some little ones. Okay, and then we're going to do little ones. So, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Now, can you look at the space you're using above the string? If you do it in here, and then you keep doing this circly bit round here like this, you're going to come quite a way above the string. Let's try it again. Ready, and play, land, and play, land, and great. Here we go. Try and involve the elbow. Who do you want now? Onto the A string. Ready, go. And again. Let's do it slowly. Elbow comes this way a little bit, and then elbow goes a little bit back. Yeah, so it comes in first. So we'll go 1, elbow in, elbow, release. Yeah. Ready, go. 1, elbow in, elbow, release. Yes. Okay, if you can think of that, that would be great. Here's the repeat. In long ago, and I'll just play a little bit. Can you tell me what you see that's different? No, that's wrong. So if you take this, yes, it's the first time I do a retake that lands on a different string. So let's just do it. A, and then you land on the E. A. Land on E. 2 more. Elbow. Last one. And the other one. Good. Here we go then. Ready, and.
string and you have to have a finger down.
And you have to have the finger down. Well done, lovely. You become great detectives of what it is. Okay, then here we go then. So really fast bows. Ready and. So many retake bows. So we'll count them as we play. Do you want the music or do you want to?
No, I know it. I just yeah.
I'm going to play. I won't look at you. You've already said you know. So it's absolutely fine. It's one of the great things about playing in a group is that when you get more used to it, you come, more times every Tuesday, you get more used to playing with other people, and then you realise that because there's a group, it gives you that confidence to have a try, much more than if you're going to do a solo. So, joining the bits you can do would be lovely. Yes. Count the retakes. 1. 2, you count as well. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 23. So this is the whole crux of Suzuki, is that you want to have this acquisition of skills and understand it. So I've decided we'll do lists like this because I think it's really helpful. Anyway, they've had their turn. They've done really well. I'm sure you'll do really well of being the leader for Lightly Rose. So how do you go? So what teaching point are you going to talk about with Lightly Rose? You don't have to do the bow and all that sort of stuff. Just
I'd quite like to do like the first and last line being the same but different bowings.
that's not really what I would call a teaching point.
Oh, is that not a teaching point? Okay, so maybe
I mean, it might be a teaching point, but it's not. What else do you know about lightly row?
the independent second finger.
Yeah, can you do that instead?
Yeah.
Because the one that you were just talking about,
Yeah.
it's a good thing to do in a game, you know, and sort of have maybe different teams and things like that. That's really nice. But in terms of actually what's happening with the technique,
Do you think
it's not a new technique. So it is a teaching point, but it's not quite as important as sort of that one.
Okay.
Yes?
No, that one.
Okay then.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do lightly row, and we're going to focus on our independent twos. So if everybody puts their violins up. So when I say independent twos, this is when we're just going to put down our second finger whilst we're playing. So there's no preparation before we start. So can everybody just tap their second finger onto the A string? So high two.
Oh, I think your A's gone a bit flat, kid. Do you want me to do it? Still a bit flat. Can you just do the A for a sec? You're still a bit under this one. Is mine the same as yours? B flat, as Connor likes to have it on the piano. That's better. How's your D? They've all gone flat. That's interesting. Are they
Yeah,
new?
my violin's been playing up. These are new.
Yeah.
But my violin's playing has been playing up as well today. And
Yeah.
last
Can
week.
I just?
Yeah.
Is that alright?
Yeah.
Are you going off with yours now? Is she?
No, I've done mine.
You've done yours.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did.
so we're all done now.
Lessons.
Lovely. Okay. Great. Okay. So sorry.
Okay, so we're going to put that principle into lightly row. Okay, I'll do a 2-bar intro. Oh no, do I do the end of it?
Yes. Generally, we do the end. So
Okay.
do exactly what you wanted to do at the beginning. So you got.
Okay. This one's on a
Down.
down.
Lovely looking around at people
Yeah,
playing.
that's right.
Really nice. I think there's a feeling that twinkle theme and lightly row can go both ways, either staccato or legato. But I wouldn't change to legato and always hear it legato. So can we just do it one more time staccato? Because it's harder to play that with the bow than just motor along in legato. So that's why there's a lot of emphasis on staccato. So let's just have one more as a staccato. Do the introduction again and you'll feel more confident around it. Really lovely. As we talked about, I'm sure I touched upon it, and everybody, I think, will touch upon it all the time. as we're taught generally in life, it's a rare person that gets to adulthood without thinking that if they're in a teaching situation, they're going to be told that something needs to improve. So to suddenly change it to, I'm looking out for something good. If you could start practicing that in your lives for anything about what you're doing, that is a really good thing. And whenever you see anybody play, just actually go, what am I looking for? I'm looking for things that are really good. You know, like I did in the twinkles at the beginning. Really important thing to do. Okay, so this is the acquisition of skills of retake bows in book 1. What would we get out if we were going to do staccato? Can you each take one?
Take a photo of that?
Yes,
Sorry.
of course, I'm not going to move them. So let's bring these 3 back in again, or those 2 back in again.
Oh.
And there may well be ones that we take it. Yeah, so if you take a picture of that, that would be really great. So,
I'll put it on the group chat.
yeah.
Can you add the description of what it is?
Yeah.
Yes, because we're going to use, some of these are interchangeable, so we won't keep this anymore. We'll put this back in the pond. Okay, so pick up a card, each of you, that is to do with staccato, and we can have some variations in that as well. Big staccato pieces.
Wait, no.
That's fine.
No,
That's fine. That's fine.
No, I was thinking of the wrong one.
That's got staccato.
Okay. I was thinking of another place. No, not
You were thinking of this one?
No, I was thinking of
That's what I was thinking of.
Well, that's got staccato in it, doesn't it? So
I
forget what
can't
you were
see
thinking
what
of.
it is.
Okay.
And then see who now, but
What about etude? That could be a staccato one.
It is a staccato one, you're right.
I was thinking of this one.
perpetual
That's a
motion.
perpetual motion,
Yeah.
that's definitely one.
Yeah, that was the one I was thinking.
Oh, Calm Little Children has staccatos in it.
It's not I mean, this is what happens when people do their teaching point notes and you're asked to do something like trace the up bows through book 1 or book 2. They don't mean anything that has an up bow, it means the kind of key ones, okay?
Okay.
Maison's definitely got some staccato, but we'll come back to that one. Let's do that one and another one, because we've got quite a few here. What about in the twinkles, which one is the principal staccato one?
Oh, the
Is it
B.
easy?
That's right. So if we're thinking of pieces like that, that's lovely. Okay, so there we go. Let's do that line up, shall we? Now you're much younger than me, so as we go along, I want you to notice which ones we haven't played when we haven't played them. Okay, so here we go then. So we've got twinkle variation B, which we've done before, but let's just do it with you doing bread, jam, jam, bread, and we'll do it with our eyes closed, see if we can match the sound. So you can start.
Just
Just play it,
No,
and then you're going to play the next bit. And just listen to everybody. Okay. Great, all right, let's do perpetual motion. There's another one that has got a lot of this in it, which we've already done.
Allegro.
No, before this one and this one, there's Allegro is not the same stroke as what we've just done. Can you think of something else that comes between perpetual motion and
That one?
that's a bit further down?
Oh.
At the beginning here, we've already done it.
Some of the wind.
Yes, Song of the Wind. Just notice how many times you do that bow stroke in it. So we'll just play it once. No, we won't. We'll play it as it is. No, we haven't got time. Once. Go. Can you feel all those staccatos the same we did before? Good. And then, as you know, it goes into What happens after that on the repeat? Do you know? Have you listened to the CD? In perpetual motion, when you do the repeat,
Oh, it goes into semis.
Oh, it goes
it
into
goes
semis.
into doubles, doesn't it?
So I thought you were still on Song of the Wind.
Oh, have we not played that yet?
No, we're doing.
No,
doing
we
just
Oh, I'm
like
so
the
sorry.
wind.
Yeah.
Goodness me, see, I'm thinking and not. No wonder you all looked a bit kind of. Right, let's do perpetual motion, but we'll just do this bit. Can you make them as my size? Loads the same. So let's do them out of order in the book and do the beginning of this one. These two have got lots of staccato in. When you're playing it, when you play these two, I know you haven't had the teaching points, but if you can fixate on me and see if you can see something else to do with the bow that you haven't done, that you might notice. Let's hope. Yeah, great. Yes, it's the accents, isn't it? Right. Now play Andantino and notice how the accent is different from Allegretto. See if you can as we play it. It does. So in this one, Allegretto, remember I said last time they're alphabetical. In Allegretto, it's just like a fast bow with a really good squeeze at the beginning of it. But this is really quite sophisticated because you have to do it at the tip, they're all at the tip, and then you have to slow the bow down after you've done the accent. So it's quite different. Okay, while we're on it then, why don't we do variation E pieces? What are we going to do with those? Which ones have got doubles in?
Perpetual motion and etude.
That's right. So let's now do the doubles of perpetual motion and etude. And what happens at this point is that they've done in fact in a caterpillar, you're in the twinkle tape bit here as a whole arm movement. But when you get to these ones, you're beginning to do a standard forearm action. So can we do a standard forearm doubles? Without the same bowing as you're doing. I don't know if you noticed that. You're probably sort of involved in playing, but I remember the first time I saw a Suzuki teacher do that. So they'd taken the Suzuki book of duets, and they just changed it. So instead of going, for example, Go Talent Really is. Replay the first bit of Go Talent Really, just changed it to go. You can make the music of harmony while still giving them the right bowing. It's very powerful. Okay, so we've done this one. Let's have a look at the ones we haven't done yet. We haven't done that one. We're getting on all right, aren't we? We haven't done a lot of these. Right, so why do we think these are in here that are not in the Suzuki book? This one, shall we play, starting on D? So we start on an up bow. There's one slur when you do the name. So let's do Kit. You have the birthday today, yes? But we'll push the bow on the first one. Just see how you get on playing by ear.
Intervals in it, 4th, 5th and octave.
It has. What key is it in?
D major.
G major.
Would you like to decide, talk about it?
G major.
Are you just saying that because she said G major? That's what I do with my kids all the time. They say an answer.
No, it's in G.
It is in G, yes. So this is what the colour coding is. After the yellows, all the oranges here are all in A major. So, and then all the pinks are in G major and the green ones are in D major. And those are the 3 key signatures through the book. So the first G major piece in the Suzuki repertoire, as far as I'm concerned, is completely nuts. It's that one. Etude. So tricky. Happy Birthday, they all know. It falls into exactly the same place as, you know, learning from the Suzuki CD or wherever they're playing and listening to, that they get to know the song. They get to know it, so they know it. They've got the music map there. So it's really worth sticking it in there. It's a really good one. Hungarian dance, is anybody aware of Hungarian dance? Is that a no?
No.
That's great. All right, I'm going to play the piano. Oh, I can't play the piano because does anybody know how to change it from B flat to D? Because I'm not transposing that very often. So if nobody knows how to do it. So this is something that I've got some really nice copies of it somewhere, but I couldn't find them yesterday because the person who composed this is Helen Butterworth's husband, and it is just a definitively wonderful, wonderful piece. No, we don't know how to do it.
See any other buttons.
All right, we'll not do it with the piano then. So I'm just going to introduce you to it. It's all got all low twos. We might be doing it at the end of the concert altogether. Kate did ask me to bring it, but I don't know if she's going to do that or not. So I've also got this one. You can take one of those, which, so it goes like this. Ready to play? All low twos. Ready, go. Same on the A. See if you can play without the music. I'll play the harmony part. Ready, go. And then if you look at the top, well done. It says 4 verses. 1, slow speed. I don't actually do that. What lots of people do is they do the speed we've just done pretty fast, 2, and then they repeat it at the same speed with harmony. And then the last one, they start very, very slow and a cello through to shout oi at the end. It is just a marvellous, marvellous piece. So I need to photocopy some more piano parts off. I also have some happy birthdays for you. I could only find 3, so you've all got one. There you go. All right, so we're doing all right. We've nearly done them all. Let's move that over there. So if we were going to do an up bow theme, the minuets all have 2 up bows in them. So we're going to play the first bit of minuet 1 and the first bit of minuet 2 and see if you can tell me anything about the 2 up bows. Here we go.
In the minuet 2, the ups are piano. In minuet 1, they're louder. Over
Yes.
the bow.
Yes, that's true. Anything else? Just to do the first ones for me. Ready,
James
go.
Bond.
We'll talk in just a second. And then this. You're going to say, Kit, what were you going to say? You started
Jello?
saying something.
They're like jet lag, the first one very high.
Sorry, they're like,
Jet lag? That's
They're-
like English, but
yes, they are gentle. I actually like these ones really quiet. So these ones in minuet 1 are part of the melody. The ones in minuet 2, they're just like a couple of little kisses just sort of dropped in there. You could almost play the tune without them there. But here, you can hear the melodic and accompanying up bows. So what's the precursor piece that we've done, which has got the concept of 2 ups in it?
Oh, Come Little Children.
Oh, Come Little Children, that's right. So that would be on the list. But let's just play minuet 1, minuet 2, and minuet 3. And as you do minuet 3 at the end, you can tell me what you think about the up bows in that. All right. It looks to me as though you know, the other beauty of a group is that she's a grown-up Suzuki child. I can't remember if you are as well. So why don't you swap places with these two? With
Freya.
Freya. Yeah, I'm getting there. So that you're looking that way, because I would love to play the harmony part. It just makes it so much nicer. Okay, and then you've got them as sort of people to copy if you're not sure what you're doing. But you look to me as though you know all of these. You said you didn't, but you look as though you do. Then you've got 3 crotchets. It doesn't go on this string. You've got 3 crotchets. So let's go from here. Ready, and where you have to play a 4th finger. There's no choice. 4th finger on the E, you don't have another string. It's also the first piece where there is a modulation. So I'm just putting that in because this is video there. Oh, okay then. And in this next piece you have what I call my favourite note. That high 3, that D sharp, is the first time it comes, and it's such an important note taking you into the minor. It's also in Judas Maccabeus, it's in Witch's Dance, so I make a big fuss of that as well. Here we go then. I'll try and remember the second part. Ready, and. Gently move your shoulders around. Good. Minuet. 3. Yeah. Now you come out here because I'm really not sure that I know the second part well enough to be on the video.
Oh, okay.
So Happy Father is the first official piece where you must have the bow hold like this. So you've changed the children from this to this during the earlier G major pieces, and it's the expectation that you will get to the here. So if we go, my definition of a whole bow is going into the wrapping bit. So can you just do this exercise? Just join in. If we start about the balance point, so where you start for your twinkle, that's about how much bow you want for that first quaver. Yeah, and then a similar end up that end. So let's do it again. And good. So you've got the hook bowing. This is the first hook bowing, and really important use of the whole bow. The stopped bows in the singing second section. It should be straight legato. So this bit, that's a legato one. Here we go. Sorry about that video. The children do. If you play again, if you talk about farmers and you talk about lambs, and you have G up for the horses. So if you could just play the first bit, and I'll show you what I mean because it's on the video. So Caroline, and who else is missing? Caroline.
Just Caroline.
All right. Ready? Go. G up. to put that in. Okay, so we're going to finish with Maison, which is very attractive because it can go with Twinkle theme. So we'll play it twice through. We've just got time, then I'll be bang on time. Marvellous. Okay, so we'll play it twice, and I'll play the Twinkle part and show you that it goes with it for the second one. Yeah. Here we go then. You'll play Maison again, please. Ready? And. Staccatos and then the doubles, and then we were talking about the up bows. So did anybody notice what happened in minuet 3, whether we had accompaniment up bows or melodic up bows?
It's accompaniment.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Do you have any questions? Yes, no, yeah. One of these each, will be present. Can somebody give one to Caroline?
You can probably just leave it here. Sure, right.
Okay, well, I'll give it to Kate then. And then you can take one of these and one of these, and I haven't got enough piano parts, but I'm assuming that there's a...
Yeah,
there's
just photocopy.
There is a photocopier here. Could you photocopy
Yeah, sure.
maybe 6 of them?
Yeah.
Thank you. I think I've probably got enough of the others. Look. You've already got 3, and yeah. Okay, and then I think there's 7 of these.
Do you want to stop the video?
Yes, please, that'd be great, thanks.
Are we?
Oh, please do my lovely photocopy for me.
We'll have to wait till Kate's finished.
Okay, this was the other thing I meant to bring last time and I didn't. So maybe you could do 6 of those as well. And then I
Do you
can
want me to do
transfer
that?
Well, somebody will.
I don't know.
And where's the piano part that I'm photocopying?
Is that alright, or shall I ask Kate to do it?
Yeah, no, I do reception here anyway, so yeah.
Oh, that helps so much because quite often they're quite different, aren't they, in different places?
Yeah.
Oh, she's ending with what used to be on the old Suzuki Hub website. I don't think it's on there anymore. Was this Shall We Play Mom's Favourite Tune? And this was it in as a duet. So I'm so pleased you're doing this course, that's great. So we just have a quick look at these.
So do we have a break now? Or?
Yes, there's a break. Well, it's not a very long break, but there is a break. It's meant an hour and 20, 10-minute break. So maybe she can give it under. pass.